Hello, thanks for coming back. This is Robert here. It's April 1st, 2026, and today's temperature is about 42 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows today are about 32, so about freezing. Over the last week, we've had quite a wild range in temperatures. So we've had highs in the low 60s Fahrenheit, and we've had lows around 8 degrees Fahrenheit, so deep freezing temperatures. A lot of the snow has melted on the ground. We can now get access to look at the shape and the size of the beds that we have in the garden. On the left we have two 20-foot by 3-foot beds, and on the right we have an 11-foot by 3-foot bed. In the foreground we have 3 beds of 9-foot by 3-foot wide. The left and right beds have overwintered carrots. Behind that is a 3-foot by 12 bed that contains strawberries. Beyond that, with the wooden structure, is a 2 by 13 bed that contains overwintered blueberry plants. Here we have 2 4 by 4 raised beds, and then we have 3 4 by 2 raised beds. Those 3 beds need to be rebuilt. And beyond that is a bed of 4.5 by 13. In the foreground are kind of 2 5 by 18 beds. These beds we grew potatoes in last year. We're going to be planting something different in them this year. And towards the top right is a bed that's 18 by approximately 20. This is going to be our 2 new in-ground beds, primarily for potatoes. On the left here is an 18 by 5 bed, and then where there's the 3 raised beds, that's also going to be another 18 by 5 bed. This is last year's pumpkin and corn bed. It's 18 by 18. These 2 beds are outside the main fenced-in garden area. These are 2 by 9-foot beds. These contain raspberries and strawberries. This bed is also outside the fenced-in area and is approximately 3 by 8. And this is where we have our asparagus patch, badly in need of some weeding. These are our compost bays, approximately 40 inches by 40 inches by 40 inches. Currently got 3 bays, hopefully to add at least 1 more. Maybe there's room here for potentially 5 bays. The right hand bay has finished compost that's ready to go in the garden. This is our pile of leaves that was collected last autumn. They'll be used as a carbon source to add into the compost pile, or for mulching the beds. In these beds behind me, we did 2 fall beds of winter carrots, and we had way more carrots than we could use up last year, so we ended up just covering them over and doing a bit of an experiment to see how they would keep covered over the winter. We tried 2 different methods. We had this kind of cloche cover, so this was just like this on the bed, and here we used leaves to cover the carrots. So we have had this plastic off yesterday. We took it off yesterday, but they were basically exposed to the air. The snow was about 2 feet tall, so this was mostly covered in snow for most of the winter. And we can see that the carrots still look quite green and yellow. We have picked out a few yesterday. I'm going to pick out most of them today. The plants that are under the leaves are also still quite good. We're going to harvest them up pretty much over the next couple of days, because we're kind of worried they'll bolt. The leaves ended up being a bit easier to access because the ground wasn't frozen. Under the plastic cover, the ground was frozen, so it wasn't really possible to get the carrots out. But so next year, if we do something similar, we'll probably use leaves and maybe a tarp over the leaves to make it much easier to get access to the carrots in the ground. So November 13th last year, I sowed about 100 cloves of garlic into this bed. I'm going to pull back the mulch and see how they're doing. So these chopsticks are marking where there's the different types of garlic. We bought some new garlic bulbs last year. I'm not exactly sure which one is which, but there's hardneck garlic here, and there's more hardneck garlic here, and the rest of the bed is soft neck garlic. But we do have definitely some garlic coming up. We should get another good harvest this year, hopefully. Thank you for watching our channel.